Hey everyone, Screaming Geek Media here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to talk about Creed on 4K. But before we do, if you like physical media, if you like 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVD, if you like home theater, movies in general, check out my other videos on my channel because I do these reviews, unboxings, I do collection updates, discussions. Check that stuff out, like, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. So today we're going to talk about Creed on 4K. The movie came out in 2013, PG-13. You've got Michael B. Jordan, Sylvester Stallone, Tessa Thompson, Felicia Rashad, and directed by Ryan Coogler. Now this is a great movie overall. I mean, it's a great continuation of the Rocky franchise. You're introducing Adonis Creed, and he's basically the son of the great Apollo Creed, and he's wanting to get he's wanting to go into full-time boxing, and basically doesn't want to. No one wants to train him because of the lineage. So he goes to Philadelphia and seeks out the help of Rocky Balboa. So it's kind of a nice where he goes full circle and gets that passing the torch from Rocky to someone else. It's got that gritty feel of the first one, story and the tones, even the music tones that got you hear some of the tones from the original Rocky series that kind of suck you into it to, feel like you're watching a Rocky movie, and then kind of, leans toward, moving into a newer direction. And of course, like I said, all the lineage, of Apollo, and the one boxing academy that that's in the movie. The head trainer is Little Duke. He's a son of the Duke that was the trainer of Apollo. Another nice carryover from the Rocky series is when he actually goes to the cemetery to see Adrian, where she's buried. Because that was in Rocky Balboa, where he visits that and pulls a chair out of the tree and sits down and talks to her. But this one, same thing. He's got the chair still up in a tree. Pulls it down. But then, of course, we learn that Paulie passed away, so he's visiting Paulie's grave right next to Adrian. So that's kind of pretty cool that they carry that on. Now, the 4K release comes from Warner Brothers, came out in 2016. The movie was filmed in digital, had a 2K digital intermediate, so just standard HDR10. So being digital filmed, it was, it's pretty much flawless. It is pretty impeccable all the way throughout. Some great detail, some nice depth, and really good textures. It had more depth. Some of the movies I review that are filmed in digital, some doesn't have that depth. Sometimes it's just kind of missing. But this one does have a nice feel to it for being digital. Has some nice deep blacks throughout. Shadows, pops of color here and there, really nice. But it keeps that gritty overall look to it. So very impressive here. Now comparing it with the Blu-ray, very subtle differences between the Blu-ray and the 4K. Some, slight color timing, some differences there. Some colors give a little bit more vivid pop to them. The big difference I noticed, in comparisons, and you'll actually see, is inside the gym, the yellow ring ropes. The yellows really pop off the screen. With the Blu-ray, it looks a little bit more flat. They're there, nice saturation, but the 4K just gives it a little bit more oomph to it. And you'll notice in a couple of the other scenes, some of the colors in the boxing of the attire, the yellows and reds, and those colors really pop off the screen. So a nice little improvement over the Blu-ray. So here, check out some screenshots comparing the Blu-ray and the 4K. Then we'll come back and talk about the audio, packaging, and the bonus features. We'll see you in a couple minutes. So for the audio, they gave us a DTS HD Master Audio 7.1. Very nice audio track here. You know, it's not an action movie, so there's nothing that's going to blow your mind. But it's a nice solid track all the way through. Clear dialogue. Really good channel separation. Good use of surrounds. And the ambience during the fight scenes is very well done. You get the echo of when they're doing the announcements. You get that. You feel like you're actually there. The music has a really nice pop to it. Nice low-end bass during some of the music score, but not a lot. Just just during music. But overall, very solid audio track. Now for the packaging, standard keep case here. I can't remember if this came with a slip cover or not. If it did, it got thrown out because I've had this for a while before I start hanging on to some of them. You know, they got the Blu-ray 4K, nothing fancy. They use the same colors, nothing different. Now for the bonus features, we have Know the Past, Own the Future. We got, which has where the cast and crew talk about the challenges of building on the Rocky series. Then we got Becoming Adonis. And we see how Michael B. Jordan prepared for the hardcore training. You know, the sequences and the fights. Then we also got some deleted scenes here. So to wrap it up, the 4K here looks impeccable, and I would recommend getting this. I mean, if you like boxing movies, if you like the Rocky series in general, this is a great spinoff. It's a passing of the torch from Rocky to the next person. And got a phenomenal story to it. Introducing the new characters. And again, I just think it's a great continuation of the entire franchise. Right now, the 4K is running about $16, so that's a decent price. Both Amazon and Grub have the same price at the moment, so definitely check that out. But I do recommend picking this up. So that pretty much does it for my look at the Creed 4K. Check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. Hopefully the next day or so I'll have the reviews of Creed 2 and 3 up because I've checked those out. So we'll see you then. Geek out.